everyone, and welcome back to Bourbon with Bill. Here I am, Bill and Bourbon. Perfect combination for this day, and as you can see, I'm supporting my Dallas Cowboys today. So, got all the advertisements in now, so we can start off with our topic of the day, which is web and digital media services. This is something a little different than accounting, but it's also things that touch us in our world, and me as your trusted advisor. I see things and know things that you should be doing, and so I wanted to kind of bring some of those to your attention. Because as I talk to my clients, I find that people don't really understand the terminology and the differences of the terminology. So let's kind of start off with the things that you should be looking for, the things that you should have. Everyone has a website pretty much. You have to register your domain name first with one of the registration services, such as GoDaddy. There's others. But you have to, you don't buy it, you're actually renting it. You do have exclusive rights to it, however, once you've done that. You do have to renew it. It is not yours for a lifetime. So if you don't renew it, you could lose it. Somebody else could pick it up. And if they do, then you're basically have to go through them to be able to use it. That can affect your email and all sorts of other things. So keep in mind, that's kind of step one. You've got to have those things. Website hosting is the next step. Who's going to actually maintain the files for your website? Those files have to rest somewhere. They don't necessarily rest with the people that have the domain name. Everyone thinks they're the same thing. They are not. Someone has to have that on their server somewhere. And once it's on their server, it's being backed up. It keeps it from being hacked for the most part. Now, those are kind of the services you're looking for there. There are also services out there that do that. They're fairly inexpensive. Some clients decide they want to keep their website on their own server. Not a good idea, because every time your server goes up and down, for whatever reason, your website goes down. So you should really keep it on a separate outside service that is up all the time. Next, we have web content. So what goes into a website? There's many different ways you can approach a website. The first thing you really want to figure out is what do you want the website to do for you? What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to say to the public? Different businesses have different purposes for the website. So you want to be sure that you understand clearly what that purpose is. There are many different options, everything from writing and coding the website from scratch to buying or renting inexpensive templates. And so, you want to kind of understand what you want to use it for. The website, if you code it and write it yourself, it's yours, belongs to you. You can rewrite it, you can change it, you can do anything you want with it, for the most part without limitation. If you use someone's template, basically someone that's written or sketched out a website, you're much more limited in what you can change. They design it to be usable but not changeable for the most part. So, if you want lots of flexibility, you probably ought to plan on your own website, writing it from scratch. That's obviously the most expensive option, but you get the best result. So make sure that you do that. Then you've got to decide what content you want in it. Pictures, videos, drone shots, written content. Written content is really something you want to stay away from for the most part. You do not want to write a book on the website. You want to be informative and easy to read, quick to find the information that people are looking for, and moving on from there. Pictures do a great job, do a much better job. Videos do a great job. So you really want to try to focus on those items in your website as much as you can. Okay, once your website's up and running, do we just forget about it? No. You have to maintain the website. Things happen to it. People try to hack it. All sorts of things can go wrong. Some of the pieces of the website might go down and might need to be repaired. different pieces of the website might need to be updated. Your employees change. There's all sorts of reasons for why you want to maintain it. So you should have someone that you are paying to maintain your website for you, making sure that it's running smoothly. It's, you know, everything is going as you want it to. It's always up and running. You know, as current as it can be. That's especially important for things like restaurants. You know, someone that has inventory on their website. Those things are really, really important to be as up to date as possible. There's nothing worse than looking at somebody's website, going to their place of business, and finding out that it's outdated. That's really not what your website should be doing. The next thing are what we would call the statistics, or how the website operates, who's looking at it, you know, how many clicks there are on it, you know, all of the things that you want to know. Is the website operating properly? Are people using the website? Who's using the website? Those are called SEO statistics, but basically they are something that you want to have that report on a monthly basis and be able to evaluate whether your website is bringing you the customer base and doing what you're expecting it to do. The next one is social media. Social media, the Facebook, the Instagram, Pinterest, you know, on and on and on and on. Those things are there to attract different groups of customers that use those sites, but they all drive you back to the website in most cases. So you want to be sure that those are also kept up and accurate. You want to be careful what you post, because you know, if it's posted, it's public information, and so you want to be really careful that you're being accurate, and you're posting what you want the public to see only. You shouldn't turn that over to just anyone. A lot of people use their employees to do that. You have to be real careful, because you're letting someone else's opinion start to get into your social media, and that may not be what you intend. So basically, how do you make all this happen? Well, you really need to reach out to the professionals that know how to do these things for you. It's not rocket science, but you can sure get them all wrong in a hurry. And again, this is the public face of your business, so you want to be really careful that you have all this accurate, timely, and put together well, and it looks well. I mean, you want it to look the way you want your business to be perceived. So, you know, you want to be better than your customers. You want to make sure that the links all work. You don't want to have a situation where somebody clicks on you and gets someone else. That happens all the time. You want to be really careful. A lot of those things are linked together. Your customers might be linked to your website and back to theirs. Make sure all those links work all the time. That's very, very important. So, you know, we have a sister company, Imagine 21 Concepts, that does exactly that. We would be glad to talk to you. Just follow the directions to get to me, and we can get you with the right people and get you, you know, some quotes on what you need to do. But please take the time to do your website and your social media and all of those things correctly. Really will pay off for your business, I promise. Today's bourbon, I'm cheating a little bit. It is actually called Texas Rum. It's by Balcones, but believe me, it tastes like bourbon. It does not taste like rum. So it's made like bourbon, and I'm not really sure why they call it rum, but it is very, very good. I treat it just like a bourbon, so I drink it like a bourbon, and you know, I think that you would enjoy it too. It is very, very good. Thank you very much for listening. Be kind to everyone, and have a profitable day. Cheers.